All right, I'll now call the General Committee meeting to order. Welcome everyone to our virtual General Committee meeting. Of course, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, physical distancing measures, General Committee is continuing to practice physical distancing. Members of Council, Executive Management, the City Clerk are participating via video conference. Senior leadership team who have reports on tonight's agenda are not visible but are available to answer questions. What we're going to do tonight, I'm going to run through the consent agenda. The intention with the earlier start time was to allow Council time to discuss a couple of the confidential matters, including the appointment and the other confidential matters on tonight's agenda. So if they are held, we will go in camera and make those or start that discussion. If we're not complete by 6:30, the intent is that we would come out into public session at that point, regardless of whether we're done, proceed with the public agenda, and then we can complete the in-camera afterwards if need be. So I will run through the consent agenda. I'll read the title associated with the recommended motions or staff from the staff reports and items for discussion. Please ask that the item be held if you wish to discuss it further. If it's not held, the motion printed on the agenda is deemed to be approved on consent, and there would be no further discussion of the item at tonight's meeting. It will go forward to City Council for our consideration on June 28th. Reports of reference advisory or special committees. The report of the Finance and Corporate Services Committee from June 8th is to be received. Finance and Corporate Services Committee has recommended the following motions. First, motion 21G41 referred by City Council on March 1st, amendment to the business licensing bylaw regarding sale of animals. No holds on that. It is approved. Next item is the 2020 audited consolidated financial statements for the City of Barrie. No holds on that item. That is approved by General Committee. We have a memo from Mr. Keane, the Acting Supervisor of Enforcement Services, dating, or at least dated June 8th, concerning a response to motion 20G202 concerning the noise bylaw enforcement. That's specifically regarding noisy vehicles. No holds on that item. It is approved on consent by General Committee. Staff reports. First staff report on the agenda tonight is with regards to zero emission infrastructure, the Zero Emission Infrastructure Project, the ZVIP project, and it's the agreement for that project. No holds. That is approved. That is to proceed with Electra Energy Services to install EV supply equipment at city facilities. Next, we have a confidential acquisition of property matter, Essa Road and Mapleton Avenue. No holds. Okay, that item is approved on consent. Thank you for that. The next item is public item. It is a property acquisition to facilitate the Mackay Road right-of-way expansion, Reed Drive to west of Highway 400, and the Veterans Drive trunk water main.
Hold, please.
Held by Councillor Harvey. The next item, if I could have somebody hold that, that's the appointment to the Committee of Adjustment. Thanks, Councillor Kungl. Finally, the last staff report on tonight's agenda is with regards to sale of city-owned land at 223 Bayfield Street. No holds on that. It is approved. Items for discussion. A number of items placed by members of council. First item is with regards to gypsy moth prevention, placed by Councillor Thompson.
Hold, please.
Held by Councillor Kungl. Next item is with regards to the Harvey Road sound barrier. It's placed by Councillor Harvey. No holds. That is approved. Next item is with regards to a platinum level sponsorship for the Hartberry signage.
Hold, please.
Hold, please.
Held by Councillor Kungl. Next item is with regards to donations to the Hartberry signage. No holds.
Hold, please. Hold.
That is held. Councillor Kungl. Next, we have the installation of a stop sign at Golden Meadow and River Ridge. No holds on that one. It is approved. We have an item regarding water bottle fill-up stations in municipal parks. No holds. That is approved. Finally, we have an item regarding interim construction financing for Redwood Park communities. No holds.
Hold, please.
Or was that Deputy Mayor Ward?
Well, I was going to hold it as well, but if nobody else did, but if it's going to be held, I'll put another motion on the floor.
Okay, Deputy Mayor Ward. We will discuss that one a little later. Okay, the only confidential item that was held is the appointment matter. So at this point, members of General Committee, if it's all right with you, we can go in camera and deal with that matter. What we will then do is adjourn until 6:30, assuming we complete that matter. So for those watching, we would come out of the in-camera session and into open session again at 6:30 p.m. Any concerns with doing it that way, members of council? Just deal with that matter now. Okay. Can I have a motion to move into closed session then to consider the confidential personal information matter, committee appointment to the Committee of Adjustment? Councillor Jim Harris, seconded by Councillor Morales. All in favor of going in camera, please indicate. Is anyone opposed to going in camera? None. That carries. So we will now move into closed session. Okay, so we are in open session. For those in attendance during the closed session, the committee discussed a confidential personal information matter related to a committee appointment. That's to the Committee of Adjustment. There were no votes taken during the closed portion of the meeting, with the exception of the procedural motion to come back into open session. Would Councillor Kungl put a motion on the floor, please?
Yes, thank you, Your Worship. I'd like to table the following motion that item one citizen member, Andrew Thompson, be appointed to the Committee of Adjustment for a term of office to expire November 14th, 2022, unless otherwise noted. And part two, that committee until the August 9th meeting.
Okay, sorry, I think the sound just cut out at the start of paragraph 2 there. Do you want to just read paragraph 2 again, please, Councillor Kungl?
Yes, thank you. Paragraph 2 would be that council defer the appointment of the Council Compensation Committee to the August 9th meeting.
Okay, perfect. The motion is on the floor. Any discussion, members of General Committee? Okay, seeing none, I'll call the question. Those in favor, please indicate. Is anyone opposed? None. That carries. Motion is carried. Thank you very much. What we'll do now is adjourn for about 8 minutes. Real quick break. Please come back on the call on the other link. There is a new link for the 6:30 coming back from the adjournment. So 6:30, hop on the other link and we will continue with the rest of our public agenda. Okay, thanks everyone.